students. We are dealing about the topics of different types of searching capabilities in a information retrieval system. So next one is miscellaneous capabilities. So in this miscellaneous capability, it facilitates the user's ability to input queries. It reduces the time it takes to generate the queries. Mainly, it is going to reduce the time. It reduces the the probability of the entering poor query. Okay, we have to enter a strong query. It will determine. Okay, next miscellaneous capabilities are two types. They are vocabulary browse and iterative search and search history log. Okay, and can queries also present in this miscellaneous capabilities. These three comes under our miscellaneous. Okay, so in this miscellaneous, here first one is vocabulary browse. This vocabulary browse provides the capability to display in alphabetical stored order words from the document database. Okay, that is nothing but it will be giving the alphabetical order. Okay, whenever vocabulary means alphabetical order, when you are searching in your contacts, if you want a person named with P, then you will be typing P. On P also you will be having number of names. So next Pavani, then PA you will be typing. Then it will come another few more sorted list. In that also you didn't find that list also more. Then you will give V, PAV. Then you will be getting only few contacts. Then you can sort easily. Like that, in this vocabulary browse also same technique is used. Okay, so all the unique words means it tokens in the database are kept in the sorted order along with a count of the number of unique items in which the word is found. They are kept in a sorted order. Okay, so the users will enter a word or a word fragment, then the system will begin to display the dictionary around the entered text. Okay, when the word is entered, it will be searching in the form of dictionary. Okay, so the system indicates what word fragment the user entered and then alphabetical display other words found in the database in a collating sequence on each side, either side of the entered term. It is going to check what item is entered and what are the alphabeticals from right side and left side also it is going to search. So in this vocabulary browse provides information on exact words in the database. In this vocabulary it is going to give the exact words in the database. Okay, so suppose if you are giving a word compul, COMPUL star. Okay, how it is going to search in this vocabulary means it will be searching like compulsion or compulsive or compulsory. Why? Because first few words are same, that is COMPUL. So for all these words it is going to search like this. In that, what is the correct word, you have to pick that one. That is what the vocabulary browsing. Okay, by this vocabulary browsing a term may be seen to exist in a large number of documents, which could make it a poor candidate as odd a term requiring additional and term to focus on items of the interest. Okay, here we are going to take or and terms. Okay, based on that it is going to search. Okay, suppose terms we are having compromise, there are 53 occurrences. Example, suppose compulsion, it is having only 5 occurrences. compulsory, it is having only 4 occurrences, like that is going to give the occurrences in this vocabulary browse. Next, we suppose I am giving computation, it is having 265 occurrences. Okay, when I give computer, 10,800 occurrences will be given by the vocabulary browse. Okay, first few words which are same are going to display. Suppose I am giving compute, then computation word is searched, compute word is searched, computer, computerized, computes, like that different types of words are displayed. Okay, that is what the vocabulary browsing. Next we are having, next one is iterative search. In this iterative search, it is frequently a search returns a hit file containing many more items than the user want to review. Okay, it is not going to hit a single file. Okay, it is going to hit many files related to the user. Okay, rather than typing in a complete new query, the results of previous search can be used as a constraining list to create a new query that is applied against it. In this iterative search, see here, rather than typing the complete query, suppose you are typing JNTU previous question papers, then when you type a single word JNTUH, automatically previous papers also displayed. In that you have to choose which year papers you want, like that. Okay, that it decreases the time. You are always you are not going to type the previous question papers, like that. Okay, the search, that is nothing but previously those who are searched will be present in the search box. Okay, when you start typing, it is going to show you. If you require it, you can get the enter. If you won't require, then you can type the matter, like that. Okay, that is iterative search. Okay, so this has the same effect as taking the original query and adding additional search statements against it. Okay, in an and condition. The process of refining the result of a previous search to focus on relevant items is called iterative search. Okay, that is nothing but already we are having some searching words. We are giving some extension. Okay, so this also applies when the relevance feedback to enhance a previous search. Okay, so next, whenever you are log in the session, a user could execute many queries to locate the needed information. Okay, to facilitate locating previous searches as starting points for new searches, search history logs are available. This search history log is capability to display all the previous searches that were executed during the current sessions. Okay, the query along with the search completion status showing number of hits is displayed in this iterative search, and it is also called search history log. That is nothing but whatever you are going to do in login session, again you can search easily. Why? Because it is presenting in that one. Okay, all previous searches will be present or stored in the logs. Okay, next, last one we are having canned query. In this canned query, see, it is the capability to name a query and store it to be retrieved and executed during the later user session is called canned or stored query. That is nothing but whatever the query you are typing can be used for that time and can be stored, okay, for some more time. Always there is no need to type that query. You can store that query for some time or some days and you can, whenever you want, you can directly retrieve it. That is what canned queries. Okay, so in this, users tend to have area of interest within which they execute their searches on a regular basis. That is nothing but regularly you are going to search about that matter, then no need of typing again and again. Already you have searched, it is saved. Those type of queries are called canned queries. In this, canned queries allows the user to create and refine a search that focuses on the user's general area of interest one time, and then retrieve it to add additional search criteria to retrieve data that is currently needed. Okay, so for example, he have given that European investments. Okay, rather than always having to create a query that limits the search to European geographic search terms, and then specific question requiring resolution will be already stored. That is, geographic terms will be already stored. Why? Because you have searched the terms before, then it is easy to retrieve again and again. That is the process of these canned queries. In this search, it is created once, used many times. That is, query is created one time and used many times. Okay, these queries start the Canaan queries are significantly larger than the ADA queries. Okay, normal queries are smaller, and these canned queries are larger than the ADA queries. Okay, so canned queries feature also allows variables to be inserted into the query and bound the specific values at execution time. Okay, it can be inserted into the query and can bond to the specific values at the execution time also. Okay, this is about canned queries. One more thing, we are having multimedia. Okay, so already we have learnt about this multimedia. That is nothing but we are searching audio, video, images also. Okay, so here in this multimedia, here ranking is provided in this multimedia. So not only one hit, it is going to produce many hits. Okay, but it is not it is not giving correct results for us. That's why here, see, in all these searching capabilities, we are taking the importance with one hit per line. If you want to display the images, audios, videos, then it should have the multiple hits. That is, it should read the multiple lines. That does not give any clarity. That's way, see, multimedia also present, but we are not going to use in frequently. Okay, so in rare cases you can also use this multimedia. Okay, so the rationale is present in the information. The users on large number of items allow the user to select the items to be retrieved. If a user is taking large number of items to search, in that cases you can use this multimedia. So to display more aggregate data, textual interfaces sometimes allows for the clustering of the hits, and then use a graphical display to show the higher level view of the information. In high level views, we are going to use this multimedia, not in a textual. Whenever you want to use graphical, then it is going to use this multimedia. So typically thumbnail of the image is displayed with the hit item. So the disadvantage of using more than one line per hit and reduce the number of hits that a user can select from a single screen. It is a main disadvantage. We are taking many hits per line. Okay, that's why the if the source is audio, then other problems associated with the human linear processing of audio becomes major issue. If you are taking audio, it becomes major issue. Textual domain also somewhat fast but has some issues. Okay, so that's why we are not going to prefer this multimedia. Okay, so we are getting only 50% of the result, not 100%. Okay, so that's why this ranking system is somewhat allowed. We can also take weighting algorithms for these textual items. Okay, but when the hit is composed of different modalities are nothing but text, image, audio. So how did you create an aggregate weight of each hit region? This little research has gone into the derivation of the weight assigned to an item, that the combination of weight assigned to how well each modality satisfied its portion of the query. Okay, whenever you are taking, you have to take the derivations also. By these derivations we are getting some more complicated. Okay, so that's why we are not mostly prefer, but it is there. Thank you.